Now, this is my 1965 Simplicity Landlord 101. I've had this tractor for about 2.5 years. I got it off of eBay, in more or less the condition that you see it in. I had always wanted one of these tractors, and it's my favorite out of the many tractors that I own. It has a 10 horsepower Briggs & Stratton cast iron engine with a starter generator, as you can see. So far as I can tell, the engine has never been worked on. It has pretty much all of its original paint, except you can see here some wear in the side panel. Most of the bolts still have the original finish on them. I had to replace some things like the cross drive belt and so on. And I had some issues initially setting it up with the cross drive to get it to work correctly. One of the other problems that this had that I didn't realize until later, because I couldn't find why is the transmission so covered in oil, and it never leaked. There was never a drop of oil anywhere, and it seemed that I was never going to be able to find it, but luck would have it that this pulley got loose here, and when it came loose, it became obvious that the back side of the pulley was covered in oil. So it's all coming from the oil seal right behind. So this was acting as a slinger. Once a little bit of oil would come out, it would sling it all over the place. And you can see here this I don't know if you can really see it, this pattern of oil on the bottom of the seat pan. The BGB on this thing is super tight. It's got like no play at all. Very, very happy. The tractor probably was just used to cut the grass, and it clearly was garaged. I'm trying to think what else about this tractor that I like so much. What really appeals to me, besides its sort of looks and so on, is that it's just the right size for my yard, and it's very nimble in terms of getting into spaces and so on. And what's also very nice, it's a super comfortable tractor to drive. It has virtually no vibration of any kind, and it drives like a Cadillac. Also, I found out over this winter that the drive setup on these is really unusual, and it took me a little while to sort of wrap my head around how does this whole transaxle setup work. And if you'll notice down here, this big circle here, that's the differential. And the way the Simplicity drive works is that the transmission ends up driving this tube. Let me come around the other side. The transmission actually drives this outside tube, and when this tube drives, it drives a differential. The differential in turn engages with the axle over here, which runs through the entire unit and drives the other wheel. There are two bolts right here. I'm not sure if you can see them. Those bolts are actually what control the degree of lockup between the two wheels. I really haven't fooled with them at all, but I noticed one day when I took it out of the garage and there was heavy snow on, because I needed to make room to get my snowblower out. Both wheels would really dig into the snow, trying to drive these rollers into the snow, and it was remarkable to see how well that worked. Other things that I've been trying to do is trying to save this white paint. I don't know what it is about the nature of the white paint that's on these consoles, but I've noticed on just about every tractor of this age, these things tend to rust out a lot and look like crap. I really don't want to repaint it because I really like the look of the tractor sort of in its original condition, and I've been trying my best trying to keep whatever paint and stickers and whatnot that I have on it. Happy to say the lights, after a little rewiring, work fine. They've seen better days, a little beat up perhaps, but they work fine and actually throw off a surprising amount of light. This tractor was built before they had the a detent in the console where you'll find most of the light setups go. This one came with a broken switch, which I had to replace here, and I picked that up from Sandy Lake Implement, which has been a great company, has lots of parts, and even if you don't know exactly what it is you need, they're really pretty good at helping you find it. I'll do a quick startup. It has been running already. I'm not much one for cold startups or to listen to an engine run all day. They just all kind of sound the same. So here, you can see how well it goes. Throttling a little bit. To adjust the carburetor, but there you have it. This is my 1965 Simplicity Landlord 101.